Hello! Now, this is my first proper video and I hope you enjoy. Last time, I kind of gave you a list of all my challenges. So what I think would be the best for you to kind of understand how these affect me, what kind of impact they have on me in my life, I thought I would dedicate one video for each challenge that I have. So this time I thought I would talk about alopecia. If you don't know what alopecia is, it is an autoimmune disease which causes you to lose your hair. And there are three types. One, you lose a little bit of hair, and then the second type you have like patchy hair growth, and then the last type is where you lose everything. And I have the one where I have like a patchy kind of hair growth. And I chose to talk about this particular topic today because it's one of the more lighter topics for me. It's something that's easier to talk about for me because I've basically come to a point where it doesn't really affect me in any way other than I might get a lot of stares, but you never know whether it's because of this, my stump, or something else. And I might get some weird questions now and then, but it doesn't really affect me at all. I don't think about it at all, but I know that for some people it is very hard, and yeah, so it doesn't affect me anymore. But it definitely took a long time before I came to where I am now, and it was a process. So that's what I want to talk to you about, kind of what my experience was. So yeah, I'll just get started. So my alopecia is caused by my underlying illness, which is autoimmune polyglandular syndrome type 1, APS type 1, which I mentioned briefly last time. I'm going to talk about this in another video. But anyways, my alopecia is caused by that. I started losing my hair when I was 5 years old. And the way we kind of found out was that I took a shower and my mom washed my hair, and then she saw that there was a little patch right on top of my head where there was no hair. And so we rushed to my father's office. By the way, my father is a doctor, he's a pediatrician, so any health issues, we go straight to him. There are a lot of doctors in our family, so we're not the type to call the hospital every time something is wrong. So anyways, we go straight to my father, and he looks at it and he says, okay, this is alopecia, and it may be because of this APS. So I am not too sure how my parents felt about this, and at that point I don't think I really cared so much. I don't know, I don't remember feeling very much at that point. But to be honest, I was really scared and insecure anyways, because there were so many things happening to my body at that point, because I got sick when I was 4 first time, and we were still in the process of trying to figure out what was going on with me, basically. We still hadn't gotten the diagnosis of APS type 1, so we were still very insecure, and I could feel that I wasn't the same as I had been. I didn't feel as energetic as I was supposed to feel. In my little 5-year-old brain, I didn't feel right. But at that point, my parents just wanted to just wait and see. So they basically so I had a lot of curls at that time. Had a lot of wild curls, and my parents used to basically just tie my hair in a specific way so that you wouldn't see the patch. They did that for quite a while, but the patch got bigger and bigger, and then they finally decided to shave it off. And I think at that point I was pretty upset. And I was more than upset. I think I was scared, like I said, because there were so many changes happening with me and my body, and I didn't understand anything of what was going on. So anyway, they shaved off my head, and after that my hair kind of grew back, but it was very patchy, like it is now. It's like I still have hair growth, but it's very patchy. So anyway, so I was 5 years old. So next year is the year I'm going to start school, obviously. And my parents were very cool. They bought me lots of different hats and caps from all over the world. My father used to travel a lot at that time, so he used to buy caps from everywhere he went. And I used to have this collection of really cool caps from everywhere. And also my mom used to tie a beautiful headscarf. And yeah, they made me feel very good about it. But then, like I said, I started school, and that was pretty difficult. The thing is that we're all kids, and at that age, kids are the most honest beings, and I did get a lot of comments and a lot of questions that made me even more insecure about it. I was already really, really insecure about it, and that the way my classmates and everybody around me at school responded towards it made it kind of worse, and that was really, really hard. So at the beginning of the school year, I did not have wigs, but in the middle of first grade, I think it was in the middle, I got to go to my first wig appointment, and I was so excited for that because I had been wishing for that for a really long time. So I was so happy when I got, I think, 3 or 4 different wigs, and some of them were curly, some of them were straight, and I was so excited and happy about having wigs. From then onwards, I wore the wigs all the time, and it became kind of a must for me. So I did not like anybody knowing that I wore a wig or that I didn't have hair. So I used to wear my wig all the time, and I used to do everything to cover the fact or hide the fact that I had alopecia. And this went on for many years, actually, until in 2012 I became very sick. I had a severe lung infection, and I was in a coma, and that's a whole other story that I will talk about. And at that time, I also had to amputate my right hand. So at that point, after all of that happened, when I was still trying to figure out how my new life was going to be like, because whatever I went through at the beginning of 2012 really felt like being born again. And so I really needed to learn how to do a lot of things again. And in that process of kind of coping with everything, I kind of realized that losing my hair is nothing like losing a hand. And I was like, what's my problem? Why can't I just show and not be afraid to show that I don't have hair? It's just hair. What is the function of hair? It's to protect your scalp, and it's to, I mean, it makes you look nice, and it gives you personality, maybe, or identity. So I was kind of like thinking slowly a little bit like that. And then at this point also I started watching YouTube channels, and or different YouTubers, and I saw that there were so many ways of wearing the scarf, and I started kind of experimenting with wearing my scarf in different ways and in different styles. And so I got used to just wearing my scarf instead of wearing my wig. And then after that, I think about a year later, I saw this one video where this girl had alopecia, and she was walking around bald, and she was not afraid to show who she really was. And I got really, really inspired by that, and I was like thinking about this for a really long time. And then my 15th birthday came, and I just asked my mom, what if I just went out like this without anything on my head? And she said, yeah, sure, why not? And okay, so this is very, very, very scary for me, but I did it, and I was very happy after that. Of course, I got a lot of stares, not too many questions, but a lot of stares, and I definitely felt the eyes, but I was very, very happy after being able to do that. And ever since then, I just don't care anymore. I literally just use my wigs and my scarves and my caps as accessorize, and I really don't mind people seeing me like this, or with my wig, or with the scarf. In any way, I really don't mind how people see me. And to be honest though, I do feel most comfortable without anything on my head, I must say. But at this point, I really don't care at all. But yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on it now. So I think that's all I have to say about this today. But if you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And I really hope you liked this video. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and share this video, and also subscribe if you want to see more of me. And yeah, next time I think I'm gonna talk about type 1 diabetes, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm sending out all of my love, and take care of yourself. Thank you for watching, by the way, and yeah, see you next time.